The attraction.
She kept pursuing the relationship.
The deadly intention.
She comes in the kitchen with a steak knife. So what was you gonna cut me while I was asleep?
The innocent victim.
She cut up 6 pair of my skins. That's mean and evil. You don't cut up a man's shoes. That's mean.
Were you under the impression that you were the only girlfriend?
Yes.
When did you tell her that you had a girlfriend?
I lied to her. I'm only being honest.
He's not your boyfriend anymore. It is your claim that he owes you a whole bunch of money for loans that you made to him during the course of your relationship, including, but not limited to, half the expenses for a trip that you paid for to Cancun.
Yes.
Mr. Williams says that he owes you nothing. Whatever money that you did give him was sort of boyfriend-girlfriend thing. There was never any agreement to pay back that money, and that you had a hissy fit at one point and you cut his crocodile shoes. As a result of that, you felt guilty, so you invited him to go on a trip to Cancun, all expenses paid, right?
Yes.
When did you meet Mr. Williams, Miss Lindsay?
In October of '01.
And how long were you together?
Until May of '04.
Did you ever live together?
No. I lived in Cincinnati. He was in Philadelphia.
Were you under the impression that you were the only girlfriend?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have a monogamous relationship, Mr. Williams, with Miss Lindsay?
No.
When did you tell her that you were seeing other people as well?
After the day we came from Cancun.
2004?
Yes.
Okay. What money do you claim you loaned to Mr. Williams during the course of your relationship, other than the trip to Cancun?
Well, over the course of our relationship, John seemed to have been financially in trouble a lot. I did loan him some money by way of, I said, now look, if you need this money, I will loan it to you, and when you get on your feet, you can pay it back.
Well, what if he never got back on his feet?
He said, okay. He agreed to that.
What I'm saying to you is, what if he never got back on his feet? Some people never do.
I just would not have
gotten your money back.
Right.
Are you back on your feet?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. You see, Miss Lindsay, a loan goes something like this. I am going to give you $1,000. Our agreement is you pay me back the $1,000 when you get your tax returns in 2005. Now, what if you never get your tax refund back in 2005? Do you have a loan?
Yes.
No. You don't. If you say, I'm going to give you this $1,000, you're going to pay me back in May of 2005, hopefully from your tax returns, but if you don't pay me back from your tax returns, the loan has to be paid in May of 2005. Do you understand the difference?
I do.
Okay. So, here's some money, honey. You pay me back when you get back on your feet. You don't even expect to get paid back.
But I did, Your Honor. He started to pay.
Well, you started giving him money right away, according to you, and you started going out with him in 2001. So let's say you made your first advance in 2002?
The 7th month of 2002.
And when did you make your last loan to him?
The 7th month of '03.
When did you loan him money to go to Cancun?
That was just on the credit card. We agreed to, we were going to go to Cancun. We had been to the Bahamas, and we received round-trip vouchers.
I don't care where you're going to go. You gave him money in 2002. He never paid you back, according to you. He owed you money from 2003 that he hadn't paid back fully, because you allege that as money that he owes you, right? So in the summer of 2004, a year later, you decide to loan him money to go to Cancun. And what I don't understand is why you're making him a loan when he still owes you money from the year before, and why you're making a loan when he still owes you money from the year before that.
Because I believed that he would pay it back.
Well, I don't know what gave you that impression.
Because he was paying some money.
How much did he pay you back?
He had paid $200.
On how much of a loan?
I don't know, because I had not added it all total at that point.
Miss Lindsay.
Yes.
He doesn't want to be your boyfriend anymore.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. Good. Very much so.
Good. Okay. Tell me about the trip to Cancun, Mr. Williams.
How that came about, Your Honor, was he had gotten 2 round-trip vouchers from Bermuda when we went to a trip on Bermuda.
All right, Bahamas, Bermuda, Zelda, the same thing.
All right, she called me up, Your Honor, and she said, well,
that
look.
That means the same thing in Yiddish.
Okay.
means the same thing. Yeah, go ahead.
She called me
Peter,
up,
you didn't
John,
understand
look here, let's go to Cancun. We got these vouchers, and I'll take you there. You got the the plane ticket to get there. I'll take care of that. Da, da, da. I'm saying, cool, all right. You know, I felt that I was owed that anyway.
Why?
You know, we were in a relationship. It was started to get more serious than I wanted it to be. Miss Lindsay, she really didn't want to hear that. All right, and she kept pursuing the relationship. Now, it came a point when I told her, I said, look, you know, I wanted to end the relationship, and she surprised me one day. She flew to South Philly, came by my barbershop, unexpected, and she said she wanted to talk, go out to dinner, and, you know, maybe try to, like, get some clarity on where I was coming from. I said, okay, cool. We went to dinner, we talked.
Just a second. Were you trying to get some clarification as to what his intentions were when you came to Philadelphia?
Because at that point, Your Honor, they were not clear.
They should have been clear as a bell.
Okay.
You met him in 2001. If he wasn't down on one knee between 2001 and 2004 with a small box in his hand, you should have known what his intentions were. Right?
Right.
All right, so she came to the barbershop in Philly, and
we went out to dinner, we talked. I thought she had got an understanding on just how I felt. I mean, that's the understanding I got. I asked her, I said, Ms. Lindsay, you know, like, when you going back home? She said, I'm going back tomorrow. My plane leave tomorrow. I said, where you going to stay? Did you make any arrangements? Because, you know, see her to her hotel. She said, no, I didn't. You know, against my better judgment, I said, look, all right, you can stay over my spot tonight. You know, you can go to the airport in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw Miss Lindsay, like, you know, in my bedroom with my safe open, going through my mail, and I'm like, come on, man, what is this? What you doing? So I said, well, look, you got to go. You know, I let you into my spot. You getting crazy like this, you got to go. I go in the kitchen, make me a cup of coffee. She comes in the kitchen with a steak knife. I'm like, oh, rage. I said, what was you going to cut me while I was asleep? Oh, no, John, I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you.
She
what
cut
you
your
doing
shoes?
tonight? Yeah. But I didn't find that out. I didn't find that out till she went home to Cincinnati, because she called, left a couple of messages. You know, John, I need to talk to you, so I returned the call. What's going on? She said, I did something I regret, and I wanted to tell you before you found out. I'm like, what's going on? She said, I cut up your shoes. I'm like, oh, Ray, I looked down at my shoe rack. She cut up 6 pair of my skins, my Crocs, y'all. That's mean and evil. You don't cut up a man's shoe.
What?
That's mean.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
It was a dishonest, cruel joke to 2 women. And you can take your shoes, and if I were at a different venue, I would tell you what you could do with them.
And later today,
You can't sue him for $50 on Monday, futon on Tuesday, $250 on Wednesday, because that suggests to me that he's right when he says that you're a nut.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Lori Lindsay says ex-boyfriend John Williams owes for loans and a Cancun vacation. John says Lori is a woman scorned.
I did cut up his shoes.
I knew you did.
I did.
I knew you did.
I did. I cut up his shoes, and I cut up a couple pairs of pants. But, Your Honor, I did take care of those things.
Miss Lindsay.
Yes.
All I'm interested in is the trip to Cancun. Now, you went on the trip with her, Mr. Williams, is that right? When did you return from Cancun?
I believe it was in June.
It was in May, Your Honor.
After you came back from Cancun, sir, and went to Philadelphia, when did you call Miss Lindsay and tell her that you had a girlfriend?
The next day.
That night, Your Honor.
Would you tell me why, Mr. Williams?
My girlfriend grilled me. She was like on me because I lied to her and told her I was going to my sister in North Carolina. I don't know how she put it together, but you know, she was at me and just busted me. So I had
Was
to come
it so
clean.
important, Mr. Williams, that you go to Cancun so that you had to lie to your girlfriend, lie to Miss Lindsay, who you know had reasonable intentions? You went with her to Cancun. I assume you shared a hotel together?
Yes.
Why would you do such a thing, Mr.
Because I felt like I wasn't compensated enough for my loss.
You mean for your shoes?
Yes.
Boy,
I'm only being honest.
I'm glad that you're being honest. Amoral, you are. Honest also. I mean, you're at least being honest with me. You certainly aren't honest with the women in your life, Mr. Williams. Have you ever been married?
No.
You have children?
Yes. 2 girls, 1 boy.
How old are your girls, Mr. Williams?
My oldest is 32.
She married?
My son is... Pardon me?
Is she married?
Yes, she is.
Have children?
Yes.
What would you think about her husband if he told her he was going to see his aged aunt in North Carolina and went with a woman to Cancun on a lark for 4 days? How would you feel about him?
That wouldn't be cool.
No, how would you feel about him? Would you feel hateful if he hurt your daughter?
Yeah.
Would you feel as if he deserved whatever happened to him? Because he was an amoral person?
Yes.
Do you consider yourself an amoral person?
I try.
You try to be amoral, you're succeeding. You get my drift, sir? I'm trying to teach you about the word empathy. Empathy is a thing that one human being feels for another, so that you don't say, my needs, my desires are more, even if they're wrong, are more important than another person's feelings that are legitimate. You know, her feelings are were legitimate. She may have been overly involved in you, but you are certainly doing little things to, in your own way, encourage that.
I don't think so, Jan.
Yeah, sure you are, sir. You see, when a man says to a woman, sure, I'd love to go to Cancun. Let's go. We'll go. We'll have a great time. You spend 4 days. You share the same room. You were intimate with each other. You had dinner together. You laughed with each other. And then when you come home and your girlfriend grills you, you call her that night. And you say, by the way, I have a girlfriend. And this was all a joke that I played on you. A dishonest, cruel, but that's what it was. It was a dishonest, cruel joke to 2 women, her and your girlfriend.
And
your girlfriend. That, sir, is amoral. And you can take your shoes, and if I were at a different venue, I would tell you what you could do with them. He said, you called and said, I want to go to Cancun, and he says you cut up all of his skin shoes, and he thought that was a good payment for it. Well, that's a little amoral, but it's also not the right thing to cut up and destroy his clothes.
I have proof that I paid for the things that I cut up. I have proof here, ma'am.
Show me.
There's for damages and repairs. Ask him about, he bought a fur coat in Cincinnati.
No. All I want to know is, show me that you paid him the money for the clothes that you cut up.
There. Highlight it in different
October
areas.
15th, shoes, $180. Did she buy you shoes, sir?
3 pair.
Oh, she did buy you 3 pair.
I never said that she didn't.
Well, no, but listen to me, sir. What you said was, in your answer,
I said when it came to...
After that incident involving the shoes, Lori did everything she could to try to make it up to me. She bought me a pair of shoes to replace a few things she cut up, but it didn't come close to the amount she had ruined. So when Lori contacted me and wanted to take me on a trip to Cancun, I accepted, no strings attached.
Yeah.
Oh, Your Honor.
Who was supposed to pay for the hotel, Mr. Williams?
Lori.
It was agreed upon. I didn't call him asking him to go to Cancun. When we got the tickets in Bermuda, almost a year before, we agreed that we were going to go.
Okay.
So we were in a relationship.
Okay. Mr. Williams, not only did you go to Cancun and you hurt 2 ladies by going to Cancun for no reason, you got to pay for at least half your way. So I'm going to give Miss Lindsay a judgment in the amount of $750. Write him off. He's bad news. He's somebody else's problem now.
Exactly.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I was going through some things and I found out some things that I didn't particularly care for.
When she handed me the steak knife, I was like, I thought she was going to cut me.
Somehow they ended up sliced.
I mean, that's mean. That's just mean and evil. Cut up a man's crotch. Come on, that ain't right.
I didn't get all of it, but that's the price I paid for dealing with what I dealt with.
In hindsight, thinking about it now, I'm glad she cut up the Crocs instead of cutting up me.